Hello and welcome to another episode of Quizzing with the Members. Quizzing with the Members series has now reached the answer to life, universe, and everything. This is the 42nd episode of the Quizzing with Members series. So excited. We have entered sort of a Nalini reign. This might be her hat trick or not because we have three new challenges. Two of them have been here earlier. One of them is making his debut. Let me call them one by one. Our first contestant is the defending champion. Give it up for Nalini. Hi, Nalini. Am I right? Is this your third? If you win,
Yes,
this will be your third. This will be a
yes.
hat trick. Okay, okay. No pressure, no pressure. On that note, somebody you all seen earlier on Quizzing with Members and also a few themed quizzing. Give it up for Narendra Nayyar. Naren.
Hi, hi.
And Naren, are you still in Bangalore? Are you
Yeah,
traveling?
still in Bangalore.
Still in Bangalore. Okay, okay. On that note, somebody you guys saw earlier in a themed quiz, but first time in Quizzing with the Members. Give it up for Pritish. Wow, Arsenal. Wow. Yeesh.
Again.
Hi, Pratish.
Hello.
Hi, hi,
Nice to
hi.
be back.
Yes, nice to have you. And our last contestant is making his debut on Quizzing with the Members. Lives in Mumbai, did an MBA in marketing from XLRI, works in marketing role at a bank. Give it up for Vedansh.
Hi, KV.
Hey, Vedansh.
Hi, hi,
Welcome,
hi.
welcome, 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 welcome.
Thank you.
Cool. Let's do this, Nalini, Naren, Pritish, Vedansh. Let's begin. All of you know how this works. So we'll straight jump into the quiz. First direct is to Nalini. Nalini, what you see in the image is a painting by Jean-Francois Wafra, used these days as a metaphor for a seemingly intractable problem which is solved by exercising brute force. It is an ancient Greek legend associated with a certain king. The two terms, which is basically a two-word term, often referred to in literature, also found a mention in Shakespeare's work as follows. Turn him to any cause of policy. The dash dash of it he will unloose, familiar as his garter. Shakespeare, Henry V, Act 1, Scene 1. Just tell me the two-word term that we are talking about.
KV, just a
Yes.
clarification before everyone answers. Are the blanks indicative?
Yes. Yes.
Hmm. Okay. Cannot think of anything. I'm gonna make a guess. Is this cannonball?
Not cannonball. Going to Naren.
Is this a Herculean task?
Not Herculean task. Going to British.
I was actually thinking about the same thing.
Hmm.
Herculean effort. Uh, I pass.
Okay. Passing to Vedansh.
Is this the Guardian knot?
I'll give it to it. It's a Gordian knot. Yes. Beautiful. Okay, it's 12, sorry, 13 actually. 13 points to Vedansh. We're talking about Gordian knot. Okay, Gordian knot, in case you guys don't know. So if you look at the image, Gordian knot is this mythical, legendary story that in what is now Turkey, there was a knot, a Gordian knot, and it was said that whoever will untie this will become the ruler of Asia. And nobody had done it ever. And then Alexander the Great reached here, and people were like, if you can do this, you will rule Asia. And he tried, he wasn't able to figure, it was complicated. Then he just took his sword out, cut the knot, and it opened. So people were like, wow, this guy will rule Asia. And so now it's a metaphor for any complicated problem which can be solved in a bold or unexpected way with a Gordian knot. Okay, Gordian knot, beautifully done. 13 points on board for Vedansh, which means the next direct will be again to Nalini. Okay, talking about a brand now, it is a men's clothing fashion brand based in India and founded by Kamal Khushlani in 1998. The company was started with a 10,000 rupees loan from Khushlani's maternal aunt. In 2014, Bennett Coleman and Co. Limited and some of Khushlani's friends owned a 35% stake, and Khushlani remained with a 65% stake in the company. Which company, and now an etymological hint, which company whose name also means a Muslim legal expert who is empowered to give rulings on religious matters?
Is this Mufti?
It is Mufti, yes. So Nalini gets 10 points, which means the next direct will be to Naren. Okay, Naren, this is of course All the President's Men. At the time of the film's release, Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times awarded the film 3.5 stars out of 4, writing, it provides the most observant study of working journalists we are ever likely to see in a feature film. And it succeeds brilliantly in suggesting the mixture of exhilaration, paranoia, self doubt, and courage that permeated the Washington Post as its 2 young reporters went after a presidency. All I want from you is, what is the central theme of the movie All the President's Men?
So the protagonists here are uh, journalists.
Yes, journalists at the Washington Post. Yes.
The Watergate scandal.
Yes, of course. 10 points there to Naren. We are talking about the Watergate scandal. And yeah, everything fits. All the President's Men is about 2 journalists who went after Nixon and
Nixon.
Watergate. Yeah, yeah, beautiful, beautiful. And of course, Dustin Hoffman, Robert Redford. Fantastic. Great book, great movie. Strongly recommended. Okay, next direct is to Pritish. Okay, Pritish, named after Italian businessman Charles Dash. This type of things misleads investors by either falsely suggesting that profits are derived from legitimate business activities, whereas the business activities are non existent, or by exaggerating the extent and profitability of the legitimate business activities, leveraging new investments to fabricate or supplement these profits. An Italian swindler and con artist who operated in the US and Canada, and his aliases include Carlo and Charles B. Bianchi. All I want from you is, what is his surname? What is Charles Dash's surname that lends its name to what we are talking about?
Mm, is it Ponzi?
It is Ponzi. Yes, yes. Thank you for not overthinking. It is Ponzi. Charles Ponzi lends
Yeah,
its name to
I was
Ponzi.
just about to overthink.
Yeah, yeah. Charles Ponzi and the Ponzi scheme. Yeah, probably the most famous con artist of all time. Uh, what were you going for, Pritish? If you overthought,
Hmm.
what would you
Nothing. I
have?
would have passed.
Oh,
I would have stopped my train of thought and just stop wasting
no,
time.
no, no. Never do that. Never do that. Okay, 4 questions and everyone is on board. Great start. Fantastic. Which means the next direct will be to Vedansh. Okay, very fun question. Love it. The references to the dash dash date back to the early 20th century. A 1905 article in the National Police Gazette mentions the drink and credits a New Jersey bartender named Frank J. May as its creator. A 1913 news article mentions that sales of the drink had suffered due to the involvement of Bald dash dash in the Rosenthal murder case. The most likely explanation of the name is that it is a simple portmanteau. It is made with apple dash and is dash colored from the grenadine. All I want from you is, what is the name of the drink?
So the first blank is Apple Dash machines made of something related to Apple, and the second blank is the color, right?
Sort of,
Or
yeah.
the
So if
opposite,
it's a
whatever.
two-word answer, for example, if the answer is, I'm just thinking of a cocktail that's completely different. Okay. If the answer is Cuba Libre, okay, then it's made with apple Cuba and is Libre colored, like that. And it'll also fit the previous blanks, that bald Cuba Libre in the Rosenthal murder case.
Mhm. I have absolutely no idea, so I'm just gonna take a guess. I don't know if this is a drink,
Hmm?
but uh, red cider. I don't know.
Not red cider, going to Nalini.
Yeah, I'll be offended if I don't get this. Trying to think of what can come after. Will there be part points here or
I'd ideally would want not to split.
okay?
Yeah, I would want not to split, but we'll see basis your guesses.
Trying to at least make up a creative name. Is it okay? Sounds weird for a cocktail name. Is it Flesh and Rose?
Flesh rose. No, going to Naren.
Is it pulpy orange?
Not pulpy orange, going to British.
uh, I don't know. Bloody Mary.
Not Bloody Mary. Okay, we'll start again with Vedansh. Uh, okay. Hint is, if you love the movie Titanic, there's highly likely that you will somehow love this drink. Okay, so the answer is like the answer might remind you of the film Titanic. Is that helpful? And one of your guesses was partially right. That's another clue.
One of mine or one of
One of
all the.
four of you.
Okay.
All the guesses that came, one of you was half
Okay,
right.
I'll block.
I'll block. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Pass.
Okay, Vedansh is passing, going to Nalini.
Is this Jack Rose?
It is Jack Rose. Yes, it is Jack Rose. A reference to the Jack Rose date bag in one of the ball Jack Rose, made with apple jack and is rose colored from the granite. Talking about Jack Rose. Nice. Okay, good that Nalini got both parts, which means, okay, I'm going to give you nine because you got Rose and you also got Jack Rose. So sort of three from the first half and then full six from the second. So nine to Nalini for Jack Rose, which means the next direct will come to Naren. Okay, Naren, in finance, a dash refers to a ruthless moneylender. Dash, the character in Shakespeare's play, is a moneylender who demands a pound of flesh as collateral for a loan, symbolizing harsh and unforgiving lending practices. His characterization is composed of stereotypes, for instance, greediness and vengefulness, portrayed as a Jew, although there were no legally practicing Jews who lived in England during Shakespeare's time. Which term are we talking about?
Are
To
both the
refer,
dashes the same, KV?
yes, yes.
Letting down all the characters in the Shakespearean play that you're mentioning, except that guy's name.
Nice.
I, oh my God, how do they? Just blanking out. I'm just gonna say a shark.
Not a shark, going to British.
Is it also considered a slur in any sense? Like you said, you could call them that, but should you call them that?
You can, like, it's not a slur or a word.
Okay. Okay. Uh, I'll pass. I'll pass.
Okay, passing to Vedansh.
This is Shylock.
Yes, of course, Shylock. 12 points there to Vedansh. It is Shylock from Merchant of Venice. And
You
Shylock,
know, in our school days, we used to have these plays, like certain acts of Merchant of Venice in the assembly daily. So that was like ingrained in
nice,
my memory. Shylock.
nice,
Yeah,
nice, nice.
yeah. I
Nice.
got to and I went to shark.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, yeah, Shylocks are loan sharks. But yeah, Shylock. Shylock wanted pound of flesh for his money. Vedansh gets 12, which means we come back to Nalini. Okay, Nalini, known for his standout performances in Lady Bird, Little Women, and The King, this actor began his career with a memorable role on the series Homeland. In this show, which explores post 9/11 national security and political intrigue, he portrayed a troubled teenager caught in a dramatic hit and run scandal. His character's arrogance and underlying vulnerability were key to this actor's early success. This role showcased his ability to blend youthful rawness with emotional complexity, setting the stage for his acclaimed film career. Which actor are we talking about?
Is this okay, let me go for him first. Would I know him now for other performances?
Yes.
Is this Timothy Chalamet?
Yes, it is Timothy Chalamet. 10 points there to Nalini. It is Timothy Chalamet. And it was a
I think I get
revelation to
extra
me.
points just to pronounce his name correctly.
Oh man, I've been re-watching Homeland, and out of nowhere I spotted him, and I couldn't believe it was him. It's just a sequence of Sergeant Brody's daughter in a school. I'm like, "Arey?" And then I rechecked, and I was like, "Ab to question banana padega." It's Timothy Chalamet. Yes, that's the left screen grab is from Homeland. Okay, 10 points there to Nalini, which means next direct is to Naren. Okay, formed in 1950 by Frank X. McNamara, Ralph Schneider, Matty Simmons, and Alfred S. Bloomingdale. It was the first independent payment card company in the world, successfully establishing the financial card service of issuing travel and entertainment T&E credit cards as a viable business. The idea for it was conceived at the Major's Cabin Grill restaurant in New York City in 1949. Frank McNamara was dining with clients and realized he had left his wallet in another suit. His wife paid the bill, and McNamara thought of this idea then and there. What resulted from here? Yeah, this is the origin story of what?
So this was the first ever credit card company.
Sort of, yeah, they do
Sort of.
say that we started credit card, like, yeah, first independent payment card company technically, and
I don't know if you can answer this. Do they still make credit card? Are they still a credit card company?
yeah, it's not one of those questions, key,
Can I block any further questions?
Yes, thanks, Pritish. Thanks. No further questions, Lord. Yes.
No further questions at all, or just regarding to this question? It's caught between two. I don't know which one. American Express?
Not Amex, going to British.
Diners Club.
We're talking about
Yeah,
Diners
it was
Club.
either of the two.
Yes, yes, Naren. And if you were confused, the big clue was that dining with clients and he was at a.
Ah,
That was a big clue. He literally
I actually saw a YouTube video about this thing, so
yeah,
I remember this freshly.
nicely done, nicely done. So yeah, basically he came up with that idea in a diner and hence Diners Club. Okay. And yeah, this was one of. He actually then spoke to the restaurant owner there. He paid the bill with a cardboard
Mm,
thing and all
Very
that.
large.
Yeah.
my YouTube algorithm doesn't show me
Yeah.
any videos related to this. Very different rabbit hole.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, 11 points there to Pritish for this, and that brings us to the end of a very quick first half. Nice, nice. Let's take a quick look at the scores. Nalini with 10 for Mufti, 9 for Jack Rose, and 10 for Timothy Chalamet. Has a small lead right now. She's leading with 29, 29, 29, 29. Followed by Naren with 10 for Watergate, 10 points, 10 points. Well done, well done. Then we come to Pritish. Pritish has 10 for Ponzi and 11 for Diners Club. Pritish's all points have come from financial services. Well done, Pritish. Well done, well done. Your YouTube algorithm is really helping. Everyone. And Vedant has 13 for Gordian Knot and 12 for Shylock. All your points have come from Europe. Vedansh has 25 points right now. We'll start the second half now. The order will now change. It will be Vedansh, Pritish, Naren, and Nalini. Let's begin. Vedansh, this is your direct. Talking about something, it originated as a cross between two American apple varieties, the Red Delicious and Old Virginia Rolf Janet, sometimes cited as Rolf Janet apples. According to the US Apple Association website, it is one of the 9 most popular apple cultivars in the United States. Its name is derived from the first part of the town where it was developed, a town in Aomori Prefecture, Japan. How do we know it? What are we talking about?
So is this some kind of an apple?
Yes.
Okay.
Kiwi, can you specify if it's a one-word term or two?
Sure. Your answer would be one word term. If you include an apple after that, then it becomes 2 word, like dash apple. But otherwise, looking at a one word answer.
I can't think of anything. I'll pass.
Okay, passing to British.
Is it Macintosh?
Not Macintosh. Going to Naren.
That's where I was going.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm gonna pass.
Okay, passing to Nalini.
Is this Fuji apple?
Yes. And Japan was a big clue if you are confused about which apple to go for. So Macintosh, of course, is North America. And Japan was a big clue. It was developed in Japan. So Japan gives Fuji.
I was actually confused as if the word is Fuji or Muji because I know they're both Japanese words. They both have things named after them. So yeah.
Yeah. Aomori Prefecture, the home of Fuji apple. Okay. 10, 11, 12, 13 points to Nalini for that, which means we come back to Vedansh for the next direct. Vedansh, Wise Guy, Life in a Mafia Family is a 1985 non-fiction book by crime reporter Nicola Pileggi that chronicles the life of Henry Hill, a mafia associate turned informant. Few years later, a film was made based on the book. In his review, again, we are back to Roger Ebert. Review for the Chicago Sun-Times, Roger Ebert gave the film a full 4 stars and wrote, "No finer film has ever been made about organized crime, not even The Godfather." Which film are we talking about? And the book cover is also there. If it helps, Life in a Mafia Family, Wise Guy.
Pass.
Okay, passing to British.
Uh, I know this movie. It's a Scorsese film. Uh, there's Ray Liotta in it. I know. Uh, I love this movie. Oh my God. Sorry, I'll pass.
Okay, passing to Naren.
Not sure if the timeline is right. I'm sure it's way off. Goodfellas.
Goodfellas, yes.
Is it?
11 points, sorry, 12 points there to Naren. We are, of course, talking about Goodfellas, and Pritish obviously added a lot of info already. It's a Scorsese film. Ray Liotta plays Henry Hill. We are talking about Henry Hill, the
Ah,
protagonist
yeah.
from Goodfellas. Goodfellas came a few years after the book came out, based on the book. It's one of Scorsese's finest films. We are talking about Goodfellas. Funny how. Okay, next direct is to Nalini. Uh, okay. Although the word appears as early as the Atharva Ved, the first use of it as a proper name is in the Kathagrah Sutra. She originated as a tantric and non-Vedic goddess. Her most famous appearance is on the battlefield in the 6th century text Devi Mahatmyam, where she is said to have emanated from goddess Durga to slay the demon named Rakt Bij. Who are we talking about?
Is this like Ma Kali?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we are talking about like Kali, the goddess Kali, right? Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
Kali Ma, exactly. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, it is. It is Kali, and yeah, I mean, this is the story of Ma Kali, Kalima. 10 points there to Nalini. Next direct is to Vedansh. Vedansh, at the end of Brooklyn Nine-Nine season 1, episode 8, Old School, Jake and his colleagues decide to detonate a novel written by Jake's childhood hero, former journalist, and 70s police novel writer Jimmy Brogan, played by Stacey Keat. After Brogan makes homophobic remarks about Captain Holt, after blowing up the book, Jake quotes the following: "Welcome to the party, pal." This is one of the many direct references to something in the show. What is being referred to?
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Is the reference a positive or a negative reference? Like, is it to a positive thing or a negative thing?
Uh, it's a positive reference, like it's a pop culture reference.
Hmm.
It's a pop culture reference.
Yes.
Pass.
Okay, passing to British.
This show has come to be my undoing again. Even in the last quiz, I couldn't get a Brooklyn Nine-Nine question.
Yeah, I remember.
uh, is this something that happens on the show every season, like a recurring thing that happens? Is it related to that, or just a general pop culture reference?
General pop culture reference, yeah.
Okay.
But happens quite often on the show.
I, is this related to the whole uh, that mystery thing that they keep on doing every year, the treasure hunt kind of a thing that they do every
Ah,
season?
no. Going
No,
to
no.
I'm not sure if you can clarify this, but this is a reference to something that is outside the Brooklyn Nine-Nine, right?
yeah.
So judging by the thing that it's kind of a never meet your hero kind of thing, is it a reference to, I don't know how far away this is, Fault in Our Stars?
No. Going to Nalin.
I'm thinking the funda is that this is a reference to somebody that must have come out in like the music world or something like that. Is this something relating to like Elton John and uh
No. Okay, we'll start again with Vedansh. So let me just basis your guesses. Let me remove a few things. Let's concentrate on some things. So Brooklyn Nine-Nine keeps making reference to something else throughout its run. Okay. Because the protagonist, Jake Peralta, is a big fan of something. Okay. Again, any one of you can block me at any point. He's a big fan, so he keeps making reference to that. Now, why that fandom makes sense, like it's not a random, like he's like a Star Trek fan or something. The reference makes a lot of sense because he's a cop in New York. So his whole life he has been obsessed with something. Police detective in New York. Okay? No
Sorry,
block
could you
from.
repeat the last hint? He's a
So,
police.
so the character, Brooklyn Nine-Nine character, is
Yeah,
a cop in New York, right?
yeah.
So he's also obsessed with a certain cop in New York. I mean, that's the direct reference. His whole life he does a lot of things inspired from that guy. He wears badge on
That
his
is a
chin.
real life cop or a.
Of course not. It's a pop culture reference. So
Okay,
it is
okay.
from a fictional this thing. What I want from you now is a movie name. That's all. He's
Oh.
inspired from a certain movie. He's obsessed with that movie. Keeps referring to that movie. And even this quote is directly from that movie. Welcome to the party. Tab. Is it anyone has a good guess? We can stop or we can keep giving hints. No problem. Anyone wants to block? No, no. Okay, we'll continue. So the movie had many sequels and all also, although the first movie is quite iconic in
Okay,
the
I
genre.
Yeah.
think I might
Yeah, I might have a
block.
guess.
I
Cool,
might,
cool,
yeah.
cool. We'll start whenever Vedansh is ready.
I know this, but it's not. It's just not there. I don't know. I'll pass.
Okay, passing to British.
I'm taking a guess here because I don't know, like the location stumped me. I don't know if it was New York or not, but is it Die Hard?
It is Die Hard. Yes.
Ah,
Six
John
points there to
McClane.
British. It is John McClane. It
I
is Die Hard.
actually thought that the movie was set in LA and not New York. I
So
don't know why.
there's a big sequence in LA, but
Ah,
John
that's why.
McClane is in New York because
Okay,
even
okay,
they
okay.
have a whole LA episode where he goes to that building, the John
Okay,
McClane and all
got
that.
it, got it.
So the whole like he's a New York cop who gets stuck in LA with a whole risk.
Yeah, yeah.
Makes sense, yeah.
But yeah, welcome to the party, pal. That was the reference. 6 points there to Pritish, which means the next direct will be to Naren. Naren, Time After Time is a 1979 American science fiction film written and directed by Nicholas Meyer and starring Malcolm McDowell, David Warner, not that David Warner, and Mary Steenburgen. The film presents a story in which British author H.G. Wells uses his time machine to pursue dash 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 into the 20th century. Now, the name dash 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 originated in the Dear Boss letter written by an individual claiming to be the person, which was disseminated in the press. Tell me the blank and someone who peaked in his art in the late 18th century.
So dash 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 is someone
Yes, dash 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 is someone.
who peaked in the 18th century.
Hmm. Hmm. Dash 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 is someone who was really popular in the late 18th century for what he was doing. Why the word dash 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 came about is from a letter that somebody wrote claiming to be dash dash dash. And this movie is about H.G. Wells using his time machine to pursue dash dash dash.
Just one question. What do you mean by the term that the name originated, but the person was already a famous guy? So, like, how does that work?
Is everyone okay with me clarifying that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy. Okay, okay. Also before anything else, I think there's a typo here. I don't know how helpful it is. That it will be late 19th century. Okay, late 19th
Yeah.
century, if that helps. Now to your clarification, you were saying how did the word came out when?
No,
Sorry.
I mean, yeah, I mean, so 19th century, the person was already famous, but then the three blanks, which is, I assume, was his name, originated in 1979. Like, how is that
Okay,
working here?
and I
Just
repeat,
a,
everyone is okay with me clarifying this. Okay, cool. Okay, great. Okay, so British the okay. somebody is already notorious, but you don't know who this person is or what to call
Like
this
block?
person. Of course, मतलब should have been blocked. Wait, काफी पहले.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm gonna pass. I'm just completely blanking out.
Okay, okay, no stress. Naren passes. We go to Nalini.
This Jack the Ripper?
It's Jack the Ripper. 11 points there to Nalini. It is Jack the Ripper.
Maybe why would you call it art though?
Yes, I mean, it is art, art of killing people. Okay. Now everything fits when you go back. The film presents the story of author H.G. Wells, makes time machine to pursue Jack the Ripper into the 20th century because Jack the Ripper is unidentified. We don't know him. The name Jack the Ripper, this is what Pritish's doubt was. If somebody was killing people, they didn't know who this person was, and there were different names. Somebody called him Apron, somebody called him Whitechapel Murderer. But this name, Jack the Ripper, came because this somebody claiming to be Jack the Ripper. We don't know who that person was. Wrote a letter and said, "I am Jack the Ripper." And then, yeah, peaked in his art in late 19th century in London, Jack the Ripper. Okay, 11 points to Nalini. Last three questions. This is direct for Vedansh. 80 question. Talking about a certain phrase. The phrase originates from naval warfare. Ships would be stranded if tides went out unexpectedly, leaving them on the beach and without water. It was reportedly used in the ship news column in the Times, the London Times, August 1796. The Russian frigate archipelago yesterday got aground below the Nore at high water, which, when the tide had ebbed, dash her nearly dash dash dash. There are also other reports suggesting it was used before as well, but nothing concrete has been proven. What phrase are we talking about, or just filling the blanks?
So the current meaning is still the same, like on the first paragraph. That is the current usage, current meaning.
In some sense, not literally, but in some sense, the current usage is still this, but not really always used for ships and all, but
Okay.
not too different.
Hmm.
I'll block after this.
I'm thinking of shipping phrases. Uh, I don't know. I don't know if this makes sense. To put someone at the bay, to put her at the bay. I don't know if that's right.
No, no, no. Going to British.
Hmm, I'll take a punt. Is it a ship with no sail?
No, no. Going to Naren.
Push her over the edge.
No, no. Going to Nalini.
Left her high and dry?
Yes. 13 points there to Nalini. And now everything fit. The first para literally just tells you the same thing, like leave someone without water, which is technically dry. And then, yeah, the tide had ebb, leaving her nearly high and dry. So leaving high and dry comes from here, which, like I told Vedansh, is still not
Yeah.
really just process, but the meaning is still the same, like leaving someone without any help or way of getting out, which is leaving high and dry.
Hmm.
Okay, Nalini gets 13 for this, which means the next direct will be Vedansh. Yes, again, Vedansh. Visual question commissioned to design the cover in 1924. These are the early sketches by Francis Cugat for the cover of which novel? One of the most famous books in literary history. Again, if the cover doesn't make any sense at all, you can just guess a 1920s. That's why we've given a timeline. Some guess
Yeah. I can't really think of something. I'll just go with a random guess. A Tale of Two Cities. I don't know.
not Tale of Two Cities. Going to British.
Hmm, Great Gatsby.
Yes, nicely done. Great guess. Great Gatsby guess. Nice. 11 points there to Pritish. We are talking about Great Gatsby 1920s. Uh, Cover design 924. I think the novel came out next year, 925.
Yeah, I will remember this. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is the cover that you might see even today. And those were the earliest versions, first draft
Hmm.
of that cover. Um, 11 points to Pritish, which means next there it's Naren. The movie question, I think we have now moved to Hitchcock. In 1945, Salvador Dali's movie agent called him up and ordered a nightmare. The request came at the behest of a director busy planning the dream sequence for his psychoanalytic thriller. But the director didn't hire him for the publicity value. I wanted Dali because of the architectural sharpness of his work, the filmmaker explained in a 1962 interview. Rather than the traditional blurred Hollywood dream sequence, he wanted to convey the dream with great visual sharpness and clarity, sharper than the film itself. And we also have a visual clue from the film. All I want from you is which film are we talking about?
So the just one question. The
Mhm.
movie came out in 1945 and the interview was from 1962.
Yes, the movie is a
Yeah.
1945.
Yeah. Cool.
KV, will you give any points for the filmmaker?
No, I think I already said the
You
filmmaker.
already said
I
it's
Oh,
already said the
Alfred.
film.
Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I already said Hitchcock. Yeah.
Hmm.
So Hitchcock film, 1945 film.
Uh, okay, I don't even know what I'm saying. Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, nice. Not Silence of the Lamb. Going to
Is this Psycho?
not Psycho. Going to Vedansh.
Pass.
Okay, going to Pritish.
Hmm. Pass.
Okay, cool. We'll start again with Naren. Uh, okay, hint wise, of course, Hitchcock film, late 40s, starts Gregory Peck and Bergman, so Peck and Bergman. Uh, but I don't think, I'm not sure how much of these movie hints will be helpful. So I'll give you just an extra non-movie hint, which is you can use the word. So we are talking about one word. When you say that you have 100% attention of somebody, like a complete attention, getting complete attention by use of, say, magic. Okay?
Law?
Yes. So I'll just repeat. To hold com- complete attention of somebody through magic, you can use this word.
Too many words. Hypnotize.
Not hypnotize. That is Honey Singh's classic, Blue Eyed Peas. Going to Nalini.
Is this Bewitch?
Not bewitched, but good guess. Going to Vedansh.
Uh, I was also thinking of hypnotize.
Mhm.
Okay, I can't think of anything. I'll pass.
Okay,
Not
okay.
wasting
Going
time.
to British.
Enchanted.
Not enchanted, but good range zone. Talking about spellbound. Okay.
Ah.
Yeah. And hence I use
Ah.
the word magic specifically. When you think of magic, you think of spell, spellbound. Hitchcock's classic. Okay, that brings us to the end of the quiz. Let's take a look at the score. Vedansh at 25 in the first half. Didn't score anything in the second half. But well done, Vedansh. I hope to see you soon. Hope to see you
Sure.
soon. You're doing so many
Thank you.
quizzes. Pritish at 21 in the first half got Die Hard 6 points and 11 for The Great Gatsby. Pritish ends on 38. 38. Well done, Pritish. Again, I hope to see you soon. Naren has
Yeah. Yeah.
and 12 points for Goodfellas. Naren, you got Goodfellas, right? In second half.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Then why were you complaining about movies question? I
I
just
got both of them. Watergate and Goodfellas.
Yeah, you got Watergate also. Okay, 22 there for Naren. Well done, well done, Naren. Well done, well done, well done, well done. Okay, and now we come to the winner of this quiz and defending her crown, the champion of quizzing with members. 29 in the first half, then Fuji 13, 10 for Makali, 11 for leaving high and no, 11 for Jack the Ripper, and 13 for leaving high and dry funda. Nalini ends on 76. That brings us to the end of the 42nd episode of Quizzing with the Members. Thank you so much, Vedansh, Pritesh, Naren. I'll
Thank
see you
you.
soon. Like I said,
Thank
and
you.
Nalini, congratulations. I'll meet you soon in the next episode with three more contestants. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.